Thanks for tuning in to another Canton Bourbon Boys video. 4 Roses. What's the damn hype? I don't get it, but I want to try 2 barrel strength selections today and see if either of these are worth picking up, worth the hunt, and worth looking for. Stay tuned to this video. We will compare an OHLQ pick to the Kentucky Bourbon Festival hand-selected barrels. Let you know if either of them are decent, which one's a little bit better, and are these even worth grabbing? Stay tuned for more. Thanks for tuning back in. 4 Roses. What's the hype? Are the barrels worth it? 4 Roses is a company that does a unique barrel selection. They've got 10 different recipes that they let you choose from when you go for a single barrel selection. Each recipe gives off a different flavoring note. So you've got things from delicate fruit, herbal notes, floral notes. Each yeast strain out of the 5 yeast strains gives off a little bit different of a flavor profile. They have 2 separate mash bills. One is a higher rye mash bill, and yeah, it's kind of unique when you go to pick these, and it sounds pretty interesting to get a delicate fruit compared to an herbal or a floral barrel. But 4 Roses for me is always floral. I don't care which recipe it is, and today we're here to kind of try 2 totally unique recipes, 2 totally off-the-wall recipes. We got an OESV from the Kentucky Bourbon Festival, and the OASV is more of a delicate fruit. OBSF, you've got the higher rye, and this one's supposed to give off herbal notes. So totally different barrels. I want to see what I pick up off these barrels. Second, this one here is the brand new OHLQ barrel selection. So I'm excited to try it. I have never been a 4 Roses fan. Maybe this will persuade me a little bit differently, but I have these 2 poured up. I won't fuck up like the previous videos. I've got the Kentucky Bourbon Festival poured up on my left, and I got the OHLQ selection poured up on my right. I should be able to pull out nuances of differences, but I've tried this Kentucky Bourbon Festival one before. Hopefully we release the video soon. We had a lot of editing to do. We were kind of hammered at Buckeye Lake down in Columbus area, and we were drinking, decided to crack this bottle open and a few more for a bachelor party, and I think we got a little too excited. But let's give this first one a whirl. This is the Kentucky Bourbon Festival pick. This is an OESV. This is 11-year, 5-month-old. So I do get, I do get herbs or florally on the nose, but I am picking up a delicate light fruit, almost like a pear, maybe a pear or an apricot. There's a deeper, a little bit mustiness to it. I mean, this is 11 years, 5 months, so it's a little bit of older bourbon, so a little bit of a mustiness to it. Yeah, let's give it a try. Very spicy. Hits the front of the palate. It's got a good oily mouthfeel to it. It did open up a little bit for the first time opening it, which we'll see how the OHLQ pick kind of compares that. I can't really bash them. If this one, when we first had it, was a little rough. But I get a lot of cinnamon all on the front of the palate. Doesn't hit you deep like the big Kentucky Hug, so it's all on the front of the palate. A spicy cinnamon. There's an oakiness to it. The cinnamon shines through, so it's got a lot of spice. The finish kind of goes to that herbally floral kind of flavor profile to it. I don't get any fruit, not even a delicate fruit. It hits me more on the baking spice side of things. Cinnamon, baking spice, caramel, vanilla, a little herbally, and yeah, this I don't really pull out delicate fruits. I mean, when I'm thinking delicate fruits, I mean, it pulls a stronger cherry note. I mean, this one here is yeah, it doesn't pull strong cherry notes at all. It's herbally still, herbally, florally. So let's go with the OHLQ. I'm really excited. It's a 10-year, 3-month OBSF. Let's give this one a try. This one's supposed to give off the herbally notes. So if I personally think that Four Roses, despite their difference in recipes and yeast strains, they don't get, at least I haven't tasted too much variation. And I taste a lot of variation with barrels, a lot of variation. But Four Roses seems to have their signature floral in every one of their batches, and we'll see how different it is. I mean, these are single barrels, so they should be extremely different. I'm hoping to get a bigger herbal note on this, just because that's what the recipe is. I get no herbs on the nose, but the nose is freaking wonderful. I get heavy fruit, heavy cherry on the nose. Caramely cherry, a good tobacco note. Yeah, really, really rich cherry flavors on this. This is rich fruit. Totally different than what you would suspect it being. But herbally, I don't like. Florally, I don't like. This OHLQ, I kind of like this on the nose. But let's give the palate a try and see if it's got the same oily mouthfeel or same bite as the previous one. There's the herbs. Yo. Still, full mouthfeel. Yeah, it's extremely herby. So different than the nose. So different. Yeah, this one's pine, maybe a tiny bit of mint. Yeah, still the nose is so good on this one. I was really looking forward to kind of a sweeter, more cherry. I mean, this one's got a bitterness to it. Bitterness, still a good oily mouthfeel on these. This OHLQ, 58% alcohol by volume. This one here is 60, pretty close in proof. Yeah, the finish is not good. The finish is just straight herbally notes, and it's not pleasant. The nose is wonderful. Going into the palate, it's not pleasant. Well, let's go back. I don't like either one, so let's go back. I mean, as far as buying them again, I'm not putting these down in the range of what our worst ones are. But we just did a St. Patrick's Day release of the Kentucky Owl St. Patty's Day collaboration, and I like that one a lot more than I like these. So, and I rated that one kind of below average. I'm gonna go with a quick rating here, just to kind of give you a sense of where I feel my palate is with these two single barrels. I give the nose a 3.5. The body, I give the body a 3.5. It's got a nice oily mouthfeel, nice spice to it. The palate, I'm gonna give a 2, and the finish, I'm gonna give a 2.5. The reason I give a 2.5 on the finish is I like the bite. Gives you a little bit of bite in the mouth, a full oily mouthfeel, and that kind of lingers a little bit. I mean, the flavors aren't the best, but it's got a nice, like, kind of lingering finish. Just the flavor profile is just not my thing. But that's what I kind of give for that one. Let's go. The OHLQ, the nose is so good. The nose I give a 4. The nose is fantastic on this one. Let's go in. That was a little better than the first time I tried it. After going back and forth, it's A and B, this bad boy. Whew. I tell you what, they're equally as, I don't want to say equally as bad, but they're equally not good. Right now, if I were to pick one of the two, I'd go with the OHLQ based on the nose. Out of everything I've tried so far, the nose on the OHLQ is the only thing I liked. So let's go with the rest of the rating. So we put a 4 on the nose. The body on this one, it's a little less oily than the previous one. We'll give it a 3. Finish. This finish was horrible. A 2 on the finish. And the palate was so herbally, I didn't like it. I'll give it a 2 as well. I mean, by the ratings, I probably rated the Kentucky Bourbon Festival better, but we'll add those up when we post this video, and we'll see which one. But let's conclude this thing. Four Roses is not for me, but that's what makes bourbon a little bit special. Is everyone's flavor profile is totally different. So if Four Roses is your thing, go for it. I remember trying Four Roses for years, different barrel selections, different ones of the limited releases, and I have yet to like one. So these and a single barrel select, or a small batch select, are the only bottles of Four Roses I own. I do not seek out the limited releases. I do not seek out the barrel strengths. I was just lucky enough to stumble upon a barrel strength and said this is cool to do for a video because I got another barrel strength at home open. So I'd say try it before you buy it. The price range is right. Can't beat the price. It's $70 for this bottle. I think it's worth $70 for somebody who likes Four Roses. So they don't price gouge you. But I'm not a Four Roses fan. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed somewhat of a flavoring profile. Four Roses fans ain't gonna like it, but at least it'll say the hype ain't there for me, so the hype might not be there for you either. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. And look forward to seeing you next time and the live video and the Eagle Rare giveaway. So guys, please stay tuned. Please like and subscribe and comment to the videos. And when that live comes around, please tune in. We got a lot of cool things coming up. We got the Cambridge Cigar Club, more live events, and we're working on some other things as well, especially one with Tremont Coffee, which we are really excited for. So stay tuned to the Canton Bourbon Boys. We'll continue to grow this community, and I'm excited for what we have in store. Thank you so much.